The psychology of compliments, why praise feels so powerful and how it shapes behavior. Have you ever felt your whole day improve just because someone said something kind about you? A well-timed compliment can lift your mood, change your perception of yourself, and even affect your future actions. It may seem like just a few words, but psychologically, praise carries incredible power. In this article, we'll dive deep into the psychology of compliments, uncover why they feel so good, why we sometimes reject them, and how they can be used to both uplift and manipulate. Most importantly, we'll explore how understanding this power can shape your behavior and the behavior of those around you. 1. Why our brains crave compliments. Human beings are wired for connection and social belonging. Compliments are a form of positive social reinforcement, and our brains respond to them similarly to how they respond to rewards like food, money, or love. When someone praises us, our brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical that reinforces behavior. From early childhood, we learn that being recognized or praised results in approval and affection. This creates a powerful neurological association between compliments and self-worth. Compliments validate our efforts and reinforce our identity. That's why when someone says, "You handled that meeting really well," it feels so satisfying. It affirms not just your performance but your competence and value. 2. The science behind why praise feels so good. Research shows that compliments activate the ventral striatum, a part of the brain associated with motivation and reward. In one study, participants who received verbal praise performed better on tasks and were more likely to repeat their behavior. This isn't just about ego. Compliments support intrinsic motivation, especially when they are sincere and specific. Instead of pushing someone to work harder, a compliment makes them want to. So the next time someone says, "I love the way you explain things," it's so clear, they're not just being polite. They're fueling your motivation and subtly shaping your confidence. 3. Compliments and self-esteem, building or breaking. People with healthy self-esteem tend to accept compliments more easily and use them to affirm their internal self-worth. However, those with low self-esteem often reject compliments because the praise doesn't match how they feel inside. For example, if someone struggles with body image and hears, "You look amazing today," they might deflect or assume the person is lying. This creates a paradox. The people who most need validation often struggle to accept it. Understanding this is crucial in relationships. If someone pushes away your praise, it's not necessarily because they're ungrateful. It might be because they can't reconcile it with how they see themselves. 4. The social role of compliments. Compliments also serve as social glue. They create rapport, build trust, and encourage closeness. Think about how a genuine, thoughtful compliment can instantly break the ice in a conversation or strengthen a bond with a friend. Psychologists call this affiliative behavior, actions meant to increase connection. Compliments say, "I see you, I value you, and I want to reinforce our relationship." That's why in both personal and professional settings, people who give meaningful compliments tend to be more liked and respected. 5. The dark side, manipulation through praise. Of course, not all compliments are innocent. Some are used strategically as a form of manipulation. This tactic is common in narcissistic relationships or controlling environments. The abuser might flood their partner with praise, love bombing, only to later withdraw it to create insecurity and dependence. This creates a dangerous cycle. The recipient becomes addicted to the praise and begins changing their behavior to earn it again. In sales, flattery is often used to lower defenses and influence decisions. A compliment like, "You look like someone who knows quality," isn't about you, it's about getting your guard down. The key to avoiding manipulation is to notice when the compliment is being used to change your behavior rather than genuinely recognize it. 6. Why some people rarely compliment others. You might know someone who never gives praise. This often stems from insecurities, envy, or emotional conditioning. Some people believe that if they compliment others, they'll be perceived as weak or that their own value will diminish in comparison. Others may have grown up in environments where praise was rare and discomforting. Understanding this helps you take things less personally. If someone rarely compliments you, it may have nothing to do with your worth and everything to do with their own internal struggle. 7. The art of giving a great compliment. The best compliments are genuine, specific, and focused on effort or character, not just appearance. Instead of saying, "You're smart," try, "I really admire how deeply you analyze that problem." Here are a few tips to give better compliments. Be specific. You have a calming presence that makes others feel safe. Focus on effort. Your dedication to this project really shows. Highlight character. I respect how you stood up for what you believe in. Genuine praise encourages growth, builds trust, and leaves a lasting impression. 8. How compliments shape behavior over time. Just like criticism can chip away at self-worth, consistent praise can reshape someone's self-concept. Think about how children grow up believing what they hear repeatedly. If they're told, "You're so creative," they begin to act creatively. Praise becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Even adults are influenced this way. When you consistently hear that you're a great listener or a thoughtful leader, you begin to act in ways that align with that identity. Compliments aren't just affirmations of the present, they're seeds of future behavior. 9. Compliment culture. Why it's often gendered. It's worth noting that compliment culture differs across gender lines. Women are more likely to receive compliments on appearance, while men are often praised for performance. This shapes how individuals view their value. A woman constantly praised for being pretty may internalize that her worth is tied to looks. A man praised only for his work may feel pressure to constantly perform. To change this dynamic, we must give more balanced compliments, recognizing intelligence, strength, kindness, creativity, and leadership across all genders. 10. Learning to accept praise gracefully. If compliments make you uncomfortable, try this. Pause, breathe, and say thank you. That's it. You don't have to agree or add a self-deprecating comment. Simply acknowledging the compliment with gratitude helps rewire your brain to accept positive feedback. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to see praise not as a threat, but as a reflection of how others genuinely perceive your value. Final thoughts. The power of praise in everyday life. Compliments aren't just small talk. They're powerful psychological tools that shape how we see ourselves, how we relate to others, and how we move through the world. They can heal, inspire, influence, or manipulate. The next time someone compliments you, accept it with open arms. And the next time you think something kind about someone, say it. Because those few words could change how someone sees themselves forever.